Good morning, good evening, and welcome to Cannon Fodder TV for Arsenal fans all over this world. In association with Guna Matters, where your opinion matters. Where's everybody? Hello, how's it? Yeah, I'm here, guys. I'm here. Yeah, I thought as well, giving you a blank screen. What a week we had last week, huh? What a week. Hey, man. Yeah, hit the bell for all the notifications on Fodder TV as well as Guna Matters. Leave a brother a thumbs up for all the likes and help a Guna out to subscribe. That's what it is all about. It's match day, people. It's match day. It is match day. What are we gonna do on Thursday? What are we gonna do? What can we expect? What can we expect on Thursday? What can we expect? Looks like I've watched the behind the scenes video or training video. Oh, Balogun, it looks very confident, huh? Not sure how many of you have seen that, but Balogun is looking very fly. He looks good. He's got good touches, shooting training they did, and where's my coffee? Here's my coffee. Yeah, shooting training, and what a lad! So yeah, hopefully he can get a start or even a bench start on Thursday, considering that the Orbas and the Lakas and the Martin Odegaards of the world, they're back in training. That's a good thing to see. Obviously it gives up a bit of a depth there, but I would love to see the new signing in Folarin Balogun to get some minutes, and not 10-15 minutes. I probably would want to see him 20 for 30 minutes, just to show what he is capable of. Yeah, but more of that after this music intro. Oh, Unai Emery. Many managers in the league have said so many things about our manager, Mikel Arteta. But ahead of Thursday's game, Unai Emery has said the following. Former Arsenal boss Unai Emery believes his successor Mikel Arteta is bringing the tradition back to the Emirates Stadium. Now, since he has gone last year November, that is left or been sacked, Arteta came in, and he did some good things. He's brought a structure, he's brought a direction, he's brought a type of play to the team, and in the words of his predecessor in Emery, he said that Mikel is bringing the tradition back to the team, to the Emirates, and what a formidable thing to say about somebody that has come behind you, where you tried your best to do something but it wasn't to be. So I think Emery sees the bigger picture. He probably would have wanted to have that. He wanted that opportunity to bring the tradition back, and sure, the club didn't see him to be the person to do that. and now Arteta has done that, and Emery has proudly said that Arteta is bringing the tradition back. But he says furthermore, Mikel is putting his own stamp on things. In the way they play, it's easy to identify he's bringing back that Arsenal tradition of playing attractive football. And that is what he told UEFA. And he also says that his first steps on as Pep Guardiola's assistant have helped him to position himself in this new profession, which is being the manager. Now, he has been given this opportunity at Arsenal, and I think it's a good place to develop because he is much loved by Arsenal thanks to the time he spent in the team. When Arsenal are in form, they are a top team. That is what he added. And we've seen that this season, but so are we when we find our form. So in terms of confidence, the demands, the respect we have for the opponent, this semi-final will be full of tension and both teams will do their utmost to get through, which is what makes this competition such a great one. And for a manager of Unai Emery, of his capabilities and his stature and his stance for a slim period in the Premier League, has that to say about Arteta firstly, and of course he's dealt with the players and the club for about 18 months. So that's something, a good review for a team that might be able to win you on the day or even kick you out of the competition. So in my opinion, thumbs up to you, Mr. Yeah, so for Emery to say that and having to be part of the Arsenal team and club, it's a professional. Again, thumbs up for you, Mr. Emery, Unai Emery. Then he went further on to say that I want to win myself, or I want to win for myself and for Villarreal. 2 years ago, I was defending Arsenal's red and white colours in that final against Chelsea. Now I feel that affinity for the yellow of Villarreal. I have that competitive instinct, that responsibility I owe the club and everyone I represent with my decisions. And I did that proudly when I was at Arsenal. Now I'll do the same at Villarreal. I will have to put aside my feelings for Arsenal, which means, in my opinion, that this man is still hard sore, maybe for how they treated him and how they let him go, which is purely a sour taste in one's mouth. And yeah, that's not a good thing to see any manager, for that matter, to be sacked. And he said, I will have to put aside my feelings for Arsenal, and I will have to put all my energies into making sure that the yellow submarines get the upper hand in the tie. So yeah, well done, Mr. Emery, and I think you've got a good chance, especially with your background in the competition. This is going to be your fifth or your sixth final, and let the best team win and the best man between you and Arteta. So I hope for my sake, firstly, I believe in the badge, firstly, and I hope that we can kick your behind. And then secondly, I hope for your sake, because you believe in your team and you trust that your players will do the job. I hope for your sake, on the flip side, that you do whatever you can do to win the tie. So yeah, all the best. I'm not going to give a prediction as yet. I will do a prediction on the show with Cannon Fodder when he's live, either before or after. I'm not sure, Alex, what is your plans, but I will do a prediction there, and I hope to get something right again, like I did with the game against Everton, where I said Pablo Mare, he will be the one who will maintain the runs, and he will maintain the player Calvert-Lewin, and he's done so much of the game, and obviously Calvert-Lewin has had a couple of chances to pass him, but I think for most part of the game is that Mare did his job against a striker with that prolific skills. So I must give myself a thumbs up there because I got something right. Oh wow, what a game that was. I was very upset, but nonetheless, I will probably give my ratings about that game a bit later. It would bring me to Mr. Balogun, Folarin Balogun. What a youngster. What a youngster. I think that boy, that kid, he's got so much potential. With a whole lot of years ahead of him. Yeah, the man signed the contract, a long-term contract. The boy becoming a man. And what a display in the training video I saw yesterday. What a display. Him, Martinelli, and also Eddie and Ketia, they had all sorts of training sessions, shooting the balls, getting some runs here and there. Wow, I'm very, very, very confident about this youngster, and I've been saying it for many a times. Give this boy at least a start on the bench, at least. For the last few weeks, we thought he had signed the contract, and I think he probably made an agreement, verbally agreement, a gentleman's agreement that he will commit his future to Arsenal. It was just official yesterday, whereby he put pen to paper, and yes. And I hope for his sake that Arteta will give him some sort of minutes on Thursday, come the weekend when we play Newcastle, and every other game until the end of the season, just to build up confidence. If he doesn't score, the fact that he's on the pitch doing minutes, that for me, as a soccer player myself, I didn't get to those ranks of professional, but as a soccer player myself, hungry to play, hungry to just touch a ball. I mean, even now and at this age, I want to kick a ball. I want to run around and try and do my best on the pitch for my team I'm playing for. Yeah, I might be grey, but I still play, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I'm very competitive, man. I'm very competitive. So yeah, I think the boy just want to have some minutes. I think he just very, very amped to get a couple of minutes under his belt for the rest of the season. So yeah, on the announcement, technical director Edu said, "It's great that Flo will continue to be with us. He is a very promising young talent and has already shown so much quality in his performances. We are all looking forward to working with him during his continued development in the coming years." Now, that talks about the future, and yes, he signed a long-term deal with the club, but what about now? What about the rest of the season? I mean, we've got 4 or 5 games, including the 2 games, first and second leg, to play. So he's got 7 games to play, and in that 7 games, you can get minutes that can boost your confidence to a level where you never thought you can go. So please, man, Arteta, give the boy the minutes, give the boy the nod at least for the rest of the season. We are not sure about Laka, we're not sure about Oba, we're not sure what their situation is with their injuries. Yes, they've been training. They've been training this week, and do you really want to take the chance in letting them end on a bad note for the season? Come next week Thursday, they've got all to play for, depending on what happened tomorrow. So give this boy, give him a chance to show. I mean, his first touch in the Europa League was a goal. How can you just miss that? Yes, he's still immature in the competition as in the EPL, but he's confident. I can tell you that much. He's confident, and for a youngster that confident, I mean, you can do nothing but just to give it to him. I mean, he will show you, like what Smith-Rowe did, like what Saka did, like what Martinelli did. So give this boy minutes and he will show you what to do with that minutes. I've been telling you about Emile Smith-Rowe the last time, and he's also not similar player, but similar type of confident minded person, where he just want to play ball. I mean, if you remember of when Thierry Henry came, he couldn't score for a while, but the minute he scored, he couldn't be stopped. I mean, Carragher said in one of his Hall of Fame interviews regarding what's his face, Henry. If you think about a team and a player of the Invincibles and Henry, that is a tough thing to be able to conquer in your mind. That's not the exact words, but if you go look at the video, you will understand what I'm saying. Is, and I mean, a player like Carragher giving that sort of thoughts of a player like Henry. So why can't Balogun become that type of player, where our current Premier League defenders can say, "Ooh, I don't want to play against this boy. He's young, but I don't want to play against him. He's dynamic, he's fast, he's got a bit of a pace. He can hold up a ball very nicely. Boom, he can score. He can take you out of the park." So don't talk about the future as if you're not going to give him some minutes now. But give the boy some minutes. But well done, Balogun. You are part of the long-term team whereby we can plan around you now, and hope that you can bag the goals for us, my friend. You can bag the goals for us. And then Mikel Arteta added, "We have been extremely impressed with Flo this season. He has continually shown his natural ability in many training sessions with us, and we have been equally impressed with his early integration into the first team squad on match days. He has given us glimpses with the performances and of course with his 2 goals already for the first team. The hard work starts here for Flo, and we are all looking forward to supporting and working with him in the years to come." Again, they're talking about future, but give the boy minutes now. And I take off my hat to you, youngster, to put pen to paper, and we hope that you can show us what you are made of. Oh, and just before I forget this part, he is eligible to play for England. He's eligible to play for USA, and he's eligible to play for Nigeria. So guess what? If we mess this up, this youngster is not going to play for your England squad. He might go and play for United States of America. So I think we need to groom this boy. We need to groom him for his own future, that he can make up his mind, and of course make it up according to how he has been brought up and been treated in a club where I think he loves to play. So well done, Folarin Balogun. I hope to see you tomorrow, at least on the bench, and hope you can do some damage to Villarreal and show Arteta, I am your man. Well done, son. Be sure to subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV, and this video is in association with Guna Matters, and you're welcome to subscribe to Guna Matters. Get the thumbs up, get the bells, and also for notifications. just to give you a bit of a rundown on Guna matters, the launch of the channel is going to be soon. There is a couple of videos already on there, but yeah, the launch is going to be soon, and I hope to get the subscriptions and the views and the thumbs ups. I hope to get it up as fast as I can, just to show the world that Gunners, the Guna family, they are alive and they mean business in the market. So yeah, before I bring it to the next point, is that Cannon Fodder TV has been helping me out quite some time now. And I want to thank you, Alex, for that opportunity. As you know, that on Wednesdays, Alex is seldom doing live shows, and he has asked for me to stand in for him. But he can obviously give you more of that info, because that is his platform. Yes, thank you, Alex. You are a brother from another mother, and your wife is a sister from another mister. So I thank you, my friend. Which brings me to the next contract talks. Emile Smith-Rowe. Now Arsenal has been in talks with Emile Smith-Rowe also for a couple of days now, if not a bit longer. And I think they want to pin this guy down to a long-term contract, because they know what they have in him. And I mean, if you watched my video regarding him and Odegaard, the comparison I made, and if you want to pay a 301 million pound or euro release clause, then go ahead. I don't think Kroenke in first place will probably pay that release clause, because then he could have sold the club to Mr. Eck. But even though negotiations will obviously take place, and Real Madrid has said nah, they are not interested in selling the player. And I said in that same video that Emile Smith-Rowe is cheap. You didn't pay anything for him because he comes through your academy. And now Arsenal is in talks with him for a long-term contract. So reports are saying that Arsenal will look to tie down Emile Smith-Rowe to a new long-term contract after securing the future of Folarin Balogun, according to what has been discussed. Now, the midfielder, who is contracted at the club until 2023, has become a key part of Mikel Arteta's side. Now, this season, he had 5 goals and 7 assists in only 31 appearances across all competitions. Now, that is a ratio, and that is a sign of a player that can do much more and that wants to give more if he plays in the role that he's so comfortable with. It's a number 10, a 1 and a 0, number 10. That is his role. Yes. And according to The Athletic, the Gunners have begun talks over an extension and are confident that the 20-year-old will commit his long-term future to the club. Now, Sportsmail reported in January that the youngster was set to be offered a £40,000 per week deal after his impressive performances. I still think that is still change, that's pocket change. And again, I said it before, I don't think he's there for the money. But yes, the money is obviously part of the deal, but I don't think he's there for the money. He plays for the badge and not for his name on the back. And he's still my hero. So I think with Balogun being written up now and contracted for long term, they see it fit for obviously for ESR to be tied down. And what a formidable team of youngsters: Martinelli, Balogun, Smith-Rowe, Saka. That is only 4. What about Aziz? What about the Ben Cottrells? What about those youngsters coming through? Wow. that is a team for the future. A young team that can be groomed and be managed, and what man is best for that job is Mikel Arteta, because he can turn youngsters' minds around. I mean, we've seen it now. He convinced, and also Folarin said it in his interview, that most part of his decision to stay was Arteta, the boss, has convinced me to stay. So Arteta has that skill, people skill, to obviously convince the youngsters. So Emile Smith-Rowe is the next one to be tied down, and I hope that he will decide to stay, because if we should sell any one of our youngsters that has made an impact in our team for the last part of the season, and I think Arsenal will just be greedy for the money that we will get from them. So there is talks that other players will be sold, and Edu and Mikel Arteta will have a dream transfer window, especially now with talks that so many things can happen. Barcelona, they're going through a hell of a time with finances. So there's some hope. There's some hope, people. There's hope. There's hope in the Gunners. There's hope in the Gunners. So yeah, I think Emile Smith-Rowe, the 20-year-old attacking midfielder who came through the academy at the Gunners before being sent on 2 loan spells, has become an important part of the first team under Arteta, making 16 appearances in the Premier League so far in the current campaign. Smith-Rowe's existing deal doesn't expire for another 2 years, 2023, but it is believed the Arsenal are keen to ensure he remains at the club for a long time to go. So I think that is good business. You aren't paying anything for this youngster. You're only paying his salary. You didn't pay anything for him when you recruited him or when you brought him into the club. So, I mean, you can only keep this gem. He's a gem. He's a gem. Don't take him out. Don't take him out. So, wow, Emile Smith-Rowe. I don't have much to say about the kid. Then he is my hero. As old as I am here, a youngster of 20 years old, he's my hero. I almost gave my age away. As you could see, it's great. So yeah, man. I think if the 4 players, Martinelli, Balogun, Smith-Rowe and Saka, that is your 4 players, that's your attack in any game, with Partey and hopefully the Brighton player. If the 2 of them can be in that midfield, behind them we've got Tierney, we've got Murray, we've got Holding, and we've got Chambers, and I think we should get a different keeper. If that is our team, we will be a force to be dealt with. What a team, I tell you, what a team. The keeper has got a question mark, in my opinion. On right back, we've got Calum Chambers. Right centre half, we've got Rob Holding. Left centre half, we've got Pablo Mare. And left back, we've got Kieran Tierney when he's fit. And then, of course, we've got Martinelli in front of him. We've got Partey and Yves Basuma. And then we've got Saka. We've got Emile Smith-Rowe. And we've got Folarin Balogun. Look, it's a dream team, but those youngsters still need minutes to obviously be a formidable team to be dealt with. Now, it has come to some reports again. According to the Athletic, they have become negotiations over a new deal and are confident he will put pen to paper in the near future along with fellow youngster Balogun. It comes after Smith-Rowe was signalled out for praise by Arsenal legend Nkwaku Kanu with the former Nigerian striker recently naming him as one of 2 standout figures this season. So Kano being a Nigerian and also Balogun being descent from Nigeria, in his opinion, him and Smith-Rowe is one of the 2 standout players, youngsters, this season. And I will agree with Kano. I mean, obviously, you know my opinion about Smith-Rowe. Pardon me. And of course, Balogun has got minutes, he's needed minutes. So I think going forward, we will have a good squad. So yeah, I've come to the point of the end of this segment. Yeah, and surely, please guys, leave a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and be sure to subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV for Arsenal fans all over this world.